Okay, sorry for disturbances because of internet problem. I was unable to connect in time. This is the chart I was explaining in the previous class. I explained all these things, how to calculate rent received on letting the machinery plant along with machinery or without machinery. And next is subletting of house property. Third is royalty received. And fourth is receipt from royalty. How to calculate raw lottery value. Then interest received on less tax and debenture and less tax debenture value. Then tax-free debenture, government security. Thereafter pension, family pension I explained, and thereafter insurance commission regarding insurance agency. This point is also explained. Then salary and pension of MLA and MP, MLCs. Director fees received. Then ground rent received. Then income from agriculture outside India. Then income from undisclosed source. Then gift received more than 50,000. This was the point I was explaining. Okay. If gift received is more than 50,000, you consider that as a taxable income. If gift received is less than 50,000, you exempt it or leave it. Okay. And don't consider that 50,000 rupee of gift is exempted from tax. It is not considered as the exempted. Remember this point. If gift is received less than 50,000, that is not taxable. If gift is received more than 50,000, full value is taxable. For example, gift received 45,000, that is exempted, leave it. 49,999. Gift received rupees 49,999 exempted. If gift received 50,000, that is also exempted. If gift received rupees 50,000, 50,001. If 50,001 rupees gift received, that 50,001 rupees taxable, not 1 rupee. Remember this. 50,000 is, and then if gift received is 60,000, if gift received is 60,000, that full 60,000 is taxable. Don't give exemption there. Remember this point. This is the very important one. ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 60,000 ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ 50,000 ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು 10,000 ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಿರಿ ನೀವು. ಅದು ತಪ್ಪು. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. 50,000 ತನಕ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಪೂರಾ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. 50,000 ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ತಗೋರಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. This is the point you remember. The next is examination remuneration received. The teachers or lecturers, professors attend the exam work. University exam work, then whatever amount received from the university in paper setting or evaluation or revaluation, all those activities, whatever remuneration they receive, that is taxable under the head income from other source. The next is guest lecture fee. For example, any lecturer or professor gives guest lecture other than his own institution. If he gives the guest lecture other than his own institution, whatever guest lecture fee or amount received from other institution is taxable under the head other source. ಈಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ನಾನ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ನ ಹೋಗಿ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಏನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರ, ನನಗೆ ರೆಮ್ಯೂನರೇಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತಾರ. ಆ ರೆಮ್ಯೂನರೇಷನ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಆ ನಂತರ GI ಭಾಗ್ಯವಾಡಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಂದ ನಾ ಏನ್ ಪಗಾರ ತಗೋತೀನದು ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪು. ನನ್ನ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ನನ್ನ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯರ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆದವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದು ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ಈಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ, ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್. ನಾವು ಹುಕ್ಕೇರಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೇನಿ, ರಾಯಬಾಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟೇನಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಈ ಸತಿ ನಾನು ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಆ 2 ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ನನಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದಾರ. ಆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಕ್ಚರ್ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಆ ನಂತರ ರಾಣಿ ಚೆನ್ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಷನ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ನಂಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದು ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. These are the points you remember. The next is remuneration for articles published in the journal. If any article is published by the assessee in journals and remuneration is received from the publisher. Okay, if the publisher gives under remuneration, that is also taxable under the head other source. Okay, these are the important term items coming under the income from other source. I had taken 20 items, and you remember these 20 items, and you will uh, uh, you will solve the problems related with income from other source. Okay, this is the table containing income from other source, and you take the total. That total is called as income from other source. Okay, you remember this chart, and this chart is helpful for your calculation. Next one important term is bond wash transaction. Bond wash transaction. What is bond wash transaction? This question may come for 2 marks. 2 marks. Okay. In 2 marks question, this type of question may ask for you people. Bond wash transaction. Bond washing transaction. Bond washing transaction refers to the selling of securities normally to the friends and relatives. Selling the securities normally to the friends and relatives before the due date of interest or dividend on those security. Before due date of receiving the interest or dividend, we transfer the securities to our relatives and acquire the same securities back after the due date of interest or dividend owes. After the due date of interest or due date of dividend, again purchasing or acquiring those securities is called as bond washing transaction. For example, at the end of every year on 31st March, the company distribute dividend and interest on the security. The company distribute the dividend and security on 31st December. Okay. Before 31st December, that is on 20th December or 25th December, 20, let us consider company distribute the dividend on 31st December. 31st December, company distribute the dividend. Date of distribution of dividend is 31st December or interest distribution. Okay. Before that 31st December, you transfer your shares and debentures or securities to your relatives. On the date of receiving the interest and dividend, the securities are not in your name. Then after completing that date, after the date of receiving the interest and dividend, again you acquire the same from your relatives. That is the process. This process is called as bond washing transaction. This is mainly for the purpose of avoiding the tax. This is mainly for the purpose of avoiding the tax. Therefore, the income tax department charge tax on these securities. Charge tax on these securities. Remember this. This is called as bond wash transaction. And section 94 provides that where the securities are transferred before the due date and acquired back, then the interest received by the transferee is treated as income from other source. Transferee means the person who transfer them. Then the interest received by the transferee is treated as the income of transfer. Yav transfer ಮಾಡಿದ ಅವಂದೇ income. ತಗೊಂಡವನದಲ್ಲ ಸರಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟು. So it is taxable in the hands of transfer. And next one is one more type of avoiding the taxes. Come interest transaction. Whenever you sell the security to avoid the tax on security, securities are sold on come interest. Cum interest means we sell the security along with interest on them. Along with interest on them, that is called as cum interest securities. And this, in this case, income from such security should be deemed as income from transfer. Whenever you sell the security along with interest, that interest is taxable in your hand. ಯಾವ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಅವ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬಬೇಕು. ತೀಟಾ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಸಮೇತ ನೀವು ಮಾರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಮ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಏನಿದು ನಾಮಿನಲ್ ಅಥವಾ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲರ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. It is not possible to sell the interest. It is, you can sell the security, but you are not permitted to sell the interest. Therefore, you have to pay tax on that interest. That is called as cum interest transaction. And grossing up and all those things I already explained. I'll not go for explaining this. Okay. Now I'll come to the 5 marks question. This is the 5 marks question. You see the problem. Sri Veerabhadra, who is a member of Karnataka State Legislature, is a MLA. Veerabhadra is a MLA. Has furnished the details of his income for previous year 2019-20. Salary received as MLA 24,000. Remuneration by writing articles 2,000. Interest on plan, national plan saving certificate 10 years 1,500. Interest on tax-free debentures of Tata Limited 10,800. Winning from lottery gross 10,000. His banker has charged ₹100 as commission as collection of interest on tax-free debenture. This is the details. Compute his income from other source. This is the 5 marks question. ಇಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಈ ತರ ಯಾವ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ತಗೋರಿ, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಸರಿಯಾ ನೆನ್ಟು. ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಯಾವ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಒಂದು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾವ್ದು ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರಿಟಿಯನ್ನ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ. ಒಂದನೇದು. ಎರಡನೇದು ಫಾರಿನ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಯಾವರೇ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ್ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಅಂತರ ಯಾವ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾವು ಅವನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಿಮ್ ಭಾಷೆ ಹೇಳೋದಂದ್ರ ಯಾವ್ದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮಗ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೈತಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾತ್ರ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ, ನಿಮಗ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವ್ರು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಉಳಿದ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಂದ್ರ ಅದನ್ನ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗಾನಿಂದ ಬಂದಿತ್ತಂದ್ರ ಅದನ್ನ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ. ಈಗ 1ನೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ MLA, ಇದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಅಂತ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇದು 1ನೇ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ 24 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇನ್ನ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟರು ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಡಿಯೋ ಆನ್ ಇಡ್ರಿ. ಇದ್ರ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ MLA 24,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್. ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಬೈ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್, ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಬರ್ದ ಯಾವ್ದು ಪೇಪರ್ದಾಗ ಬರ್ದಿರ್ಬೇಕು, ಜರ್ನಲ್ದಾಗ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. 2,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ರೆಮ್ಯುನರೇಷನ್ ಬಂದೈತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್. 24,000 ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ, 2,000 ಆರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ದ. Then interest from national plan saving certificate 10 years is exempted from tax. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ exempted income ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ಆ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದು ಐತಿ. So the third point is exempted from tax. The next is interest from tax free debentures. ಇದು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಡಿವೆಂಚರ್ ಐತಿ ಅಂದ್ಬಳಕ ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಸರಿಯಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಡಿವೆಂಚರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So 10,800 is the interest. If you gross up this, then you multiply by 100 and divide by 90. 100 li multiply ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, 90 li divide ಮಾಡಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್? 10,800 into 100 by 90 ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್?
10,000.
12,000 ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಇದು 12,000 ಆಯ್ತು. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಗ್ರಾಸ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ. ಸರಿಯಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡು. ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇತ್ತ ಅದು ಗ್ರಾಸ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಟ್. ಸರಿಯಾ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡು. ರಿಸೀವ್ಡ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಟ್. ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಗ್ರಾಸ್. ಇನ್ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ದಾಗ ಏನಾರ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಾಡು. ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾಸ, ನೆಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೆಟ್. net iddu ellanu gross up agಬೇಕು. Whenever the net income is given for you people, that is to be grossed compulsorily. You remember this? Okay. Winning from lottery gross ಐತಿ, then gross ಮಾಡೋಲ್ಲ 10,000. The total income ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಅವಂದ 24,000 MLA ಇಂದ ತಗೊಂಡನ. 2,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ವಿನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಐತಿ, 1,500 ಎಕ್ಸಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇದು, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಐತಿ. ಈ 10,800 ಇದ್ದು 12,000 ಆಯ್ತು, ಇದೊಂದು 10,000 ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಯ್ತು ಟೋಟಲ್? ನೋಡಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಬಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್
48,000.
48,000. Okay, 48,000.
48,000.
Then you have to deduct the respective expense. ಈಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ನ ತೋರಿಸಿದ ಮ್ಯಾಲ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎರಡು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ನಾನು. ಯಾವುದು? ಒಂದು ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್, one is collection charge, another is interest on loan taken for purchase of security. ಇವು ಎರಡು ಐಟಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. His banker charge 100 rupee commission for collection of the interest on tax-free debenture. 100 rupee ಏನೈತಿರ collection charge. Then what is the net income from tax-free debenture? Tax-free debenture ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳಿ income? Tax-free debenture gross income. Tax-free debenture income is 10,800. This is grossed, and the gross up amount is 12,000. Out of 12,000, there is a deduction. That deduction is 100 rupee. If you deduct 100 rupee, 11,900 is the taxable amount. 11,900 is the taxable one. Remember this. Okay. ಇಲ್ಲ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿರಿ 48,000. ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ 48,000 you deduct 100 rupee. Okay. 47,900 is your answer. Remember this. ಇನ್ನು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. whenever you give deduction, there must be a respective income. If there is no taxable income relating to that expense, then you don't give deduction. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮ್ಯಾಲ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲೇ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸೇಬಲ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕೆಳಗೆ ಅಲವಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕಳಿರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಐತಿ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದ್ರ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಳಿಬೇಡ. ठीक है. ಈಗ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕಮಿಷನ್ ಆನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆನ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರ, ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಮೇಲೆ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನೀವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರ ಅದು ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಐತಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲೌ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ದಿಸ್. whenever the income is exempted from tax, then you don't give deduction. Okay, you see the table. This is the table. First point, MLA amount is 24,000. Second point, articles. Third point is national plan certificate. 10 years it is exempted from tax. It is exempted from tax. Then fourth point is interest on debentures. Interest on debenture you gross up. 12,000 answer. You take this 12,000 in the inner column and deduct collection charge 100 rupee. Here only. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಟುವರು. ನಾನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಒಂದು ಸರಿಯಾದ ದಾರಿ ಯಾವ್ದಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 12,000 ಇನ್ನರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ 100 ಕಳೆದು 11,900 ಬರೋದ್ರ ನಡೀತೈತಿ. ನಿಮ್ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಳೆದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಐತು ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ less 100 rupee, 11,900. This is the simplest way. Grossed up. Then next fifth point is winning from lottery is there. It is already grossed. Already grossed, you take directly 10,000 rupees. Okay. Then points completed, you take the total 48,000. Gross income from other source. Gross income from other source. Then you deduct deduction on the section 57. Whatever deductions are there, all are in 57. I explained previously. Explain. So in this connection, one expense is there, collection charge 100 rupees. You deduct this 100 rupee, whatever balance comes, that is the income from other source. In this way, you calculate 5 marks questions. This is a 5 marks question. Okay. Next, you see the example number 9. In the example number 9, Mr. Chaplin furnishes the following particulars of his income from letting on hire of building and furniture. Sorry, machinery. Building and machinery. Building and machinery hired. Sorry, I named building on the quadra. If building only hired comes under the house property. Building along with furniture and equipment comes under the other source. Okay. So composite higher charges of machinery under one composite lease. On lease base that is given for fees 1,32,000. Letting of building and machinery, income received is 1,32,000. Okay. Then next is interest on time deposit. Time deposit means FD. That is taxable. Director sitting fee. This is also taxable. Ground rent taxable. Income from undisclosed source taxable. Winning from lottery. Winning from lottery ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನ. Winning from lottery gross ಇರ್ತೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಿ. ಅದರ ಬ್ರಾಕೆಟ್ ನಾಗ ಏನು ಕೊಟ್ಟನ? In the bracket, this is net. This is net one. Then you have to gross up. Remember this. Whenever it is given net, you gross up. And whenever the word received is there, you compulsorily gross up. Okay. The next is following deductions are claimed. Following deductions means depreciation on building and machinery 4,000. It is related to first income. This 4,000 is relating to first income. On 1,42,000 rupee, allowable expense is 4,000. Then fire insurance on building and machinery 120. Okay, second expense. There are two expenses relating to first item. The ಮೊದಲೇ item na ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ 4 expense ಬರ್ತಾವ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು. Letting of building machinery along with equipments etc. ಇತ್ತಂದ್ರ first expense is repairs, second is insurance, third is depreciation, fourth is any other related expense. 4 expense ಕಳೀರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀನಿ. ಹೌದಾ? So in this problem only 2 are there. Then what is the income from letting of higher charges? Net income you tell me. 1,32,000 is the rent received. Out of them there are 2 deductions. If you deduct these 2 deductions, what is the net taxable income from the first? 1,32,000 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಬಂದೈತೆ. 1,32,000 rupees is the rent received. Then allowable expenses are 2. If you deduct these 2, what is the net income?
1,27,880.
Okay. The first income clear. Then second income is bank deposit interest. That is taxable. 2,500. Director sitting fee is also taxable. Ground rent is also taxable. Income from undisclosed source is taxable. Winning from lottery is net. You have to make it gross. Isn't gross model. Gross model ಅಂದ್ರೆ winning ದಾಗ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಂತ ಹೇಳಿ lottery casual income 100 divided by 70 ಮಾಡಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. Gross up equation is 100 divided by 70 for casual incomes. 14,000 into 100 by 70. What is the answer?
20,000.
20,000. Okay. Then if you take the total of these, you will get the income from other source. You total madra other source income bartada. You take the total and calculate the income from other source. You total madra bartada. Next you see the next problem. Calculate the taxable in amount of income from the following receipts of Mr. Vinod. Vinod ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾರೆ 3 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದಾವೆ 4 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇದಾವೆ ಒಟ್ಟ. Birthday gift 2,000. Is it taxable or exempt? Birthday gift.
Exempt.
It is exempted. Lottery received. Winning from lottery 3,000. It is taxable. Winning is there, it is gross. Sare ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ 10,000 above ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಗ್ರಾಸ್ ಅಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. less than 10,000, you don't gross up again. The first price for coin collection, 1,000 rupee. Coin collection price, 1,000 rupee. This is also casual income. This is also casual income, taxable. Then unclaimed money purse found on the road containing 3,000. 3,000 rupee road ಮೇಲೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದವು per ಸಿಕ್ಕೈತಿ. 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದಾವು per ಸಿಕ್ಕೈತಿ. ಆ ಪರ್ಸ್ 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಇದಾವು. ಅದನ್ನ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು ಕೊಡಬಾರ್ದು. This is also taxable. This is also taxable. Okay. First birthday gift is exempted. You take the remaining three total. 3,000, 1,000, 3,000. Total is 6,000. Okay. 6,000 plus 1,000. 7,000 is your answer. Your answer is 7,000 ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಟುಕೊಳ್ಳ್ರಿ. ಯಾವ್ದು ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಯಾವ್ದು ಬಿಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ವಿಚಾರ ಬರ್ತಾವ ನಿಮಗೆ. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗಳು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬಂದವ್ರ ಮಿಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವೇನ್ ಹಿಂದ್ ಕಲ್ತಿದಿರಿ ಅದ್ರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಿಡ್ತು ಬರ್ರಿ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಉಳಿದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ಗಳು ತಗೋತ್ ಬರ್ರಿ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಾವ ಯಾವ ಬಂದಾವ ಈಗ ಅನ್ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಲಾಟ್ರಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದು ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಬರ್ತಾವ. ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟೈಪ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಬರ್ತಾವಲ್ಲ, ನೀವೇನ್ ವಿಚಾರ ಮಾಡ್ರಿ, ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಐತೆ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಅದು ಸ್ಯಾಲರಿ ರಿಲೇಟೆಡ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಹೌಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಟೀತಾ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇದ್ರೆ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. ಯಾವ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ಅದರ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಯು ಸಿ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ನಂಬರ್ 8. Problem number 8. In the problem number 8,